And on that note, if I get 50 likes on this video, I'll let you, one small one of you, little person, just a smaller human being, slap me on video. And for 100 likes, I'll slap them back.
Till next time.
I know, I forgot to put that. Every time we present, we're faced with the problem, why should anybody care? This is a question you should be asking yourself before every single speech. Yeah? And this is a great question for me because I average about 10 views per video. With 150 students, videos, I should have more. Perhaps there's a rhetorical device that could help me out with this. And there is. Behold, the power of Kairos, and my first 1,000 view video. Kairos is a very simple concept to understand. In fact, you already understand it quite well. Technically, it's opportune timing, but you know it as seizing the moment. Weaving your subject with current events, tying it together with whatever is in vogue in the moment, can really grab people's attention, make it seem as though whatever subject you're talking about is actually relevant. A really popular use of Kairos that you've seen dozens of times is somebody saying, on this day, 40 years ago, 100 years ago today, so on and so forth. If you've ever been in the audience for something like this, you know that it doesn't always work because yes, you're tying it with today, which seems relevant, but it was also 100 years ago. So if you're going to use this day in history, it's better to be very, very specific. On this day, 12 years ago, at exactly this moment, you can create just a little bit of suspense, which helps to grab people. For this particular use of Kairos, I tapped into the Will Smith, Chris Rock craze in order to talk about something that nobody cared about. And it's certainly possible that they still don't care about it. But it got them to listen, at least for a little bit. And that's more than I can say for a lot of my videos. Simply by considering and using Kairos, I increased the view count on this particular video by 10,000%. If you were to increase your life by 10,000%, or at least the average American lifespan by 10,000%, right now it's hovering at around 78 years old, you'd live to be almost 8,000. Born 6,000 years before Jesus and still kicking. Maybe not hard, and maybe not at all, it's an example. You get it. Here's an example of Kairos making too tenuous of a connection. The Will Smith doctrine has no place in Ukraine. What's with everybody 2 years ago pronouncing Kiev, Kiev? And now it's obvious to everybody that it's always been Kiev. Check out my next video to find out why. Or don't. You want more Will Smith or just more slapping? I could include more slapping. I have a feeling that I would have a lot more views if somebody were slapping me. And that hurts. So seizing on the moment is not simply just mentioning one thing as if it exists in the other. You're going to have to prove a connection. Like this example would be much better. The time to learn jujitsu is now. Or how not to give an acceptance speech. Lessons from the Oscars, also see lessons from kindergarten. Does anybody say kindergarten? I'm going to start saying kindergarten. And on that note, if I get 50 likes on this video, I'll let you, one small one of you, little person, just a smaller human being, slap me on video. And for 100 likes, I'll slap them back. Till next time.